A disability is any condition of the body or mind that makes it more difficult for the person with the condition to do certain activities and interact with the world around them. Vision impairment may be caused by a loss of visual acuity, where the eye does not see objects as clearly as usual. Persons with disability face a whole lot of challenges due to their conditions. These challenges were stated clearly during our interview with Kennedy and Jeff, who are visually impaired. Justice Ayukwao, who started the interview, revealed some information which is essential for our research. Justice is not a person with disability, but spent most of his lifetime with Kennedy, his brother, who is visually impaired. This has exposed him to a lot of people who are also visually impaired or with different disabilities. He mentioned that he is sometimes seen as a liability to society because he associates with them and he is being stigmatized. He made it clear that educated persons with disability do not want to be a liability to society and their family.
Most educated ones, that is actually what they fight for. They want to be alone. Yeah, they don't want to be this kind of burden. Because they're like, if they are visually impaired, doesn't mean they can't do anything.
After the interview with Justice Ayukwao, we decided to follow up on his brother Kennedy. So one fateful Sunday afternoon, we took a trip to Kennedy's house. Kennedy, also known as Kenzie, is a University of Ghana graduate who works with the Accra Rehabilitation Center. Aside working with the Accra Rehabilitation Center, Kennedy has a side profession, which is music production. Kennedy is an upcoming artist. Kennedy's disability does not stop him from getting to his target. Rather, it serves as a motivation for him to aim higher each and every passing day. Kennedy is an independent man who supports his family. Chris Burke once said, "It's not about our disability. It's our ability that counts." Emma Thompson also said, "Being disabled should not mean being disqualified from having access to every aspect of life."
I don't know what I should call her a lady, because what she did was, the moment I sat and my arm touched her, according to those who were in the car, she took out a handkerchief and started cleaning herself. That is supposed to be insulting. Then
people still have this perception that all persons with disability are beggars on the street.
Around 37, I was crossing the road with my brother, and this white man driving an Infiniti just stuck out his hand and was giving me 20 pesos. Yeah, thinking that I'm walking with my brother and begging. So those are some of the challenges that you face, because then they sort of hints on humiliation.
He mentioned some challenges he has with regards to his side job.
For every musician who's coming up to blow up, it's not easy. But worst of all, the situation becomes more difficult to handle when you find yourself in a condition I find myself in currently as a person visually impaired, because there isn't too much confidence. So people do not really have enough courage to come forward and want to invest in me because of my disability. Even despite the fact that my works are world class. So it makes it a bit trying, very trying. But sometimes I feel like maybe I'm wasting my time, because
Having interviewed Kennedy Ayekwao, who is now working with the Accra Rehabilitation Center, we decided to follow up on some students with vision impairment who are on the University of Ghana campus yet to face the job market. Coming back into the University of Ghana, we met Jeffrey Ado, a level 300 social work student who is also visually impaired.
I used to do everything on my own, but it appeared once I was
Jeffrey
growing, the sight
Ado,
was reducing.
who is now totally blind,
So,
wasn't
as and
born
when
with it,
was
but
realized,
acquired it as a result
had
of a
been-
disease known as glaucoma.
so that is how I ended up becoming blind.
Okay, so will you link it to spirituality?
No, not at all. It's as a result of not.
We realize that
time.
most persons with disability who are educated do not link their disability to spirituality.
My family have been very supportive till now. They even assisted me more when I had this problem. I wouldn't say it's more of a sympathy, but rather they felt that they needed to give me that helping hand to push me, because without that, me becoming a liability to society was something they couldn't hold. So they decided to give me every necessary support needed. To date, I have been a beneficiary of that support.
Jeff Ado shares how he thought his talent of playing football was shattered,
your hobby was playing
but
football.
later on realized that talent could be
How did you
achieved.
feel about you not being able to play the football with your friends?
Well, initially I felt very shattered, because seeing friends playing football, which is something I like doing, and as a result of my disability I became restricted. I became shattered, but upon going to school for the blind, I realized there were provisions that were made for us to play and play very well. So I became accustomed to their way of playing, and then everything became normal.
Ghana in the past years has put in place some measures which is favorable to persons with disabilities. These include the Disability Fund and the Disability Act, Act 715. The Disability Common Fund is a social protection program aimed at alleviating poverty among persons with disabilities in Ghana. The Disability Common Fund, which is 3% of the district's common fund, is channeled into education, health, economics, and business. The Disability Act, Act 715, was passed by Parliament in 2006 to usher disability rights in Ghana into a new dawn. The Act provides for legal protection for persons with disability, access to justice, inclusive health, education and employment services, political participation, and resources for social inclusion. Recommendations: the Disability Act should be reinforced, and the Disability Fund, which is 3%, should be increased as well. The public should be educated that persons with disability are also part of the society.
The government should also push persons with disability like Kennedy, who is trying to find his way into the music industry.